Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the class. We are doing the question answers of the chapter Legislature, and we have done up to question number 4. No, it's question number 3. We have completed up to question number 3, and now today we will start with question number 4. The question number 4 is, rather than effective control of the executive, the Lok Sabha is a platform for the expression of popular sentiments and people's expectation. Do you agree? Give reasons. So, the statement is about that the role played by Lok Sabha in controlling the executive uh, is not that important. But what is more important is that the Lok Sabha provides a platform for the expression of popular sentiments and people's expectation. So this is the statement, and the question is ki, do we agree with this statement? And if we agree, we have to give the reason. If we do not agree, then also we have to give reason. So in this question, in this statement, what we find that we all know we have a parliamentary form of government, and under this parliamentary form of government, the executive is a part of the legislature, because the party which gets majority in the Lok Sabha becomes the ruling party. The leader of the majority party in the Lok Sabha becomes the Prime Minister, and then Prime Minister chooses his ministers, and it is compulsory for all the ministers and the Prime Minister to be the member of the either house of the parliament. If they are not the member of the either house of the parliament, then they will have to take the membership within six months from the date of their appointment. This is the system. So the government, or we can say the Prime Minister with his council of ministers, remains in office only if it has the support of the majority in the Lok Sabha. So in this situation, when we are seeing that the government is always having the support of the majority in the Lok Sabha, the power of the Lok Sabha to control the executive becomes less important, because जब मेजॉरिटी है ही लोकसभा की गवर्नमेंट के पास, तो फिर उसकी कंट्रोल का बहुत ज़्यादा मीनिंग नहीं रह जाता है. और that is the reason we find that Lok Sabha is playing a more important role in providing platform for the expression of the needs of the people, expression of the demands of the people, expression of the expectations of the people. Representatives from all over the country reach there in the Lok Sabha. They represent the people of their constituency. They discuss the problems of their constituency. They discuss the important matters of national importance. So in this way, they provide a platform for expression of popular sentiments and people's expectations. So we agree with this statement. And now I am going to writing down the answer. Answer 4. I am writing. I starting writing the points, है ना? But you don't. You should not start your answer with point. You always start your answer with statement. If the question is a statement type of question, like the question which we are discussing just now, that is the one statement is given, and you will have to say that you agree or disagree with that statement. So first of all, you will have to say yes, I agree to this view, or no, I do not agree to this view. That should be your first line. So in this answer, we will say yes, I agree to this view that rather than effective control of the executive, the Lok Sabha is a platform for the expression of popular sentiments and people's expectation. And its reasons are following. Yeah, following are the reasons. Then these points will start. Okay, so the first is under the parliamentary government, not government, under the parliamentary system, the government is formed by the majority party in the Lok Sabha. And second point, the leader of the majority party in the Lok Sabha becomes the Prime Minister. Okay, and now the third point. Third point is that the government remains in power remains in power as long as it has the support of the majority in the Lok Sabha. Therefore, we can understand that the control of executive by the Lok Sabha is not very effective. Okay, and now the second line, next line will be instead मतलब इसके बदले हम ये कह सकते हैं, बदले में instead we can say that Lok Sabha is a platform. Lok Sabha is a platform. Lok Sabha is a platform for the expression of people's sentiments, for the expression of people's sentiments and expectations. Okay, so instead we can say that Lok Sabha is a platform for the expression of people's sentiments and expectations. The answer is not complete. Now we will write those points which will prove that yes, Lok Sabha is a platform for the expression of the expectation and sentiments of the people. Okay. So following are the points. Following are the points the first is in this we will say how Lok Sabha is a representative body of the common people, how people representatives from all over the country reach Lok Sabha. They express the demands of the people, their needs, their interest, and in this way it provides a platform for the expression of the sentiments and expectations of the people. So the first point is Lok Sabha is the representative body of the common people. Second point, representatives from all over the country reach the Lok Sabha and represent the demands, interest, needs of the people of their constituency. So these are the 2 points which prove that Lok Sabha play more effective role in providing a platform for the expression of the sentiments and expectations of the people. Okay, so this is completed. Now we come to the next question, question 5. In this question we will see that some proposals are given in order to make parliament more effective. So you have to say you agree or disagree with these proposals, है ना. जो proposals दिए गए हैं आप उसके साथ agree करते हैं या disagree करते हैं, and you have to give reasons also, and you have to say कि if these suggestions or proposals were accepted, then what would be the effect of these suggestions, of implementation of these suggestions, है ना. ये हमारा क्वेश्चन. तो पहला सजेशन क्या है? द फर्स्ट सजेशन इज कि पार्लियामेंट शुड वर्क फॉर लॉन्गर पीरियड. ओके, यस, पार्लियामेंट को लॉन्गर पीरियड के लिए वर्क करना चाहिए. ये दिस इज अ गुड सजेशन. If this suggestion is accepted, then it will definitely going to increase the effectivity of parliament, because what we find that there is lack of time, because parliament has a lot of things to do, and the proceedings of parliament get disrupted because of so many things, like many times the opposition members boycott the session, the opposition members walk out of the house. So because of all these the proceeding of the house is obstructed, and it is not able to do the work timely. So it is very much important that it should be given more time, then only it will be able to work in an efficient manner. Okay, now the second is attendance should be made compulsory for members of parliament. This is also a very good suggestion, because it is observed, our experience is this, that the members of parliament are not they do not attend the meetings of the session of the parliament. This tendency causes a very substantial decrease in the effectiveness of the parliament. पार्लियामेंट की इफेक्टिविटी बहुत कम होती है अगर अटेंडेंस कम होता है तो, और दे आर देयर टू रिप्रेजेंट द पीपल, but they are not attending the session. So this is a kind of, we can say, immorality on the part of the parliamentarians. Because of this absenteeism, what we find that the parliament, many times it happens कि parliament is not able to start the meeting, because start the proceedings, because there is lack of quorum. कोरम क्या होता है? कोरम इज सपोज किसी भी जो बॉडी है उसमें बहुत सारे मेंबर्स हैं, बट मेंबर तो हैं बट दे आर नॉट वेरी रेगुलर, है ना. मेंबर्स में एब्सेंटिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो वैसे केस में क्या किया जाता है कि एक कोरम बना दिया जाता है कि एटलीस्ट इतने मेंबर अगर होंगे, present होंगे, then only the proceedings of the meeting will be started. This is called quorum. QUORUM. Okay, तो quorum जो है वो एक मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स बता दिया गया कि अगर इससे कम मेंबर होंगे तो फिर काम नहीं हो पाएगा. प्रोसीडिंग्स रोकना पड़ जाएगा, बिकॉज एक जो बॉडी है, जो इसको इतनी बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी गई है, उसके लिए कम से कम एक मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स जरूर होने चाहिए प्रोसीडिंग स्टार्ट करने के लिए। जैसे हमारी लोकसभा के लिए और राज्यसभा के लिए, दोनों के लिए ही जो कोरम हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कहा गया है वो क्या है, 10% ऑफ टोटल मेंबरशिप। So many times it happens that the proceedings of the house is suspended. Why it gets suspended? Because quorum is not there, because lack of quorum. Quorum means अगर 543 हम देख रहे हैं तो 54 members are not present in the लोक सभा। तो ऐसे कंडीशन में हम क्या कहेंगे कि फिर मीटिंग नहीं हो पाएगा। Now attendance is made compulsory, so in that situation there will be a kind of pressure on the parliamentarians, and they will attend the meeting, so it will improve the effectiveness of the parliament. Now the third suggestion which is coming is speakers should be empowered to penalize members for interrupting the proceeding of the house. This we have discussed during the class also, that it is one of the biggest problem of our parliamentary system, that members of the parliament obstruct the proceedings of the house. They behave in such a manner that the proceeding of the house is interrupted, है ना। तो इस सिचुएशन अगर ऐसी आ रही है जहाँ पर कि जो ऑपोजिशन मेंबर्स है खास करके, दे आर डेलिबरेटली interrupting the proceedings of the house, so in that situation the speaker should be given power so that it can penalize the members, है ना। ऐसे पावर होनी चाहिए जिससे कि वो पेनलाइज कर सके। अगर पेनलाइज मीन्स उनको पनिश कर सके। अगर इस तरह की चीज़ होगी तो फिर क्या होगा कि जो अभी तक जो चीज़ें हो रही हैं, लाइक जो हम कह रहे हैं कि वो वॉकआउट कर रहे हैं और बॉयकॉट कर रहे हैं सेशन का, वो चीज़ें जो है वो बंद हो जाएंगी। सो दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट। सो आई विल राइट डाउन द आंसर। Yes, I agree with the suggestion, as the parliament has so many functions, but it lacks proper time many times the opposition members what they do? The opposition members boycott the session, बॉयकॉट द सेशन मतलब पूरे सेशन को ही वो बॉयकॉट कर रहे हैं। दे विल नॉट पार्टिसिपेट इन द कंप्लीट सेशन, है ना। तो इट हैपेंस मेनी टाइम्स द अपोजिशन मेंबर्स बॉयकॉट द सेशन or they simply walk out. Because of these, the Parliament gets less time to work. So there is need to increase the time of the work, है ना. ये we have done this. Now the we will write the suggestion. जो second suggestion था उसके बारे में हम लोग लिखेंगे कि why do we agree with this suggestion. The suggestion was attendance should be made compulsory for the members of the parliament. So the second point is again we will start the sentence with I agree with the statement because, or I agree with the view because many times the proceedings of the House gets suspended because of lack of quorum. This makes the parliament ineffective. So in order to ensure attendance of the members, it should be made compulsory. Okay. Now we will write down about the third suggestion. The third suggestion is that the speaker should be empowered to penalize members for interrupting the proceedings of the House. So in answer to this question, so we will write many times the proceedings of the House is interrupted many times. The proceedings of the House is interrupted by the members of Parliament which causes wasting of resources. है ना? So many times the proceeding of the House is interrupted by the members of the Parliament which causes wasting of resources. It must be checked and discipline must be maintained in the House. Okay, so for this purpose the speaker must be given some important powers, है ना? So this is all for today. We will discuss other questions in the next class.